Hello viewers, Murray here with Murray's Mobile Mechanics and welcome to the channel. Today I'm working on the 2000 GMC Safari. This is my service van. So we have a crank no start issue. So the story behind this whole deal is yesterday I went to check out the customer's vehicle, and then when I did finish checking up the customer's vehicle, we got there. Okay, we did my checkings, and when I was about to start off, the car was just cranking and not starting. So I thought maybe it was fuel. Ran to the nearest gas station, bought some fuel, and still no actually still cranking but no start. So we have the cranking no start issue. So let me flip the camera and then walk you through. So that's my GMC right here. So let's head inside the vehicle and then we verify the issue. I'll put the keys in the ignition. So that's the crank not start issue. So we verified the issue. So I think I might need a battery because yesterday I kept trying and I drained the battery. So let's go test the battery to make sure the battery is actually needed, and then also we'll do a couple tests to figure out what's going on. Hello viewers, so you can see right there the battery has failed. It says replace because I was trying it to see if it will start and stuff like that. So the battery is completely gone. So what we are going to do is we're going to connect our battery jumper right there just to eliminate the battery issue. So let me do that and then I'll bring you guys back. Hello viewers, so you can see I've connected my battery jumper and I'm using the Norco Boost Pro. You can see it's the GB150. This is super cool. So you can see right now I've connected my positive to the positive post and negative to the body right there. So let's go crank the vehicle just to eliminate the issue of the battery. So go ahead and put the keys in the ignition and then so you can see the cranking is consistent, the courtesy is good. So definitely it's not the engine issue. So definitely I'm going to disconnect the battery jumper and then we do a couple tests. So what's going to happen right now is I'm going to disconnect this dog house. It's called the dog house, but there's this cup holder with the CD player. There's actually a Phillips head bolt right there. It should be the same on the other side. And then once we take the mat out, it exposes some 13mm bolts. There's one here and one on the other side. So let me take those out and then I'll bring you guys back. Hello viewers, so I took out the two 13mm nuts. There's this one here and this one. I use a 13mm socket with the two extensions with my impact right here, the Milwaukee. So basically these will come out later. The ones that come out, they're bought in. I wish my camera can get there, but they bought in there. So this thing, now you can see after taking the Phillips head bolt, and I used, you see, I used the T30 right here, and then this is the bolt right here. So once you take that out, it should be the same with the other side. And this thing now you can see it's moving. So we are going to take this out. All you have to do is pull it. These clips holding it in place, just pull it and then it should come off just like so. So once this comes out, we have a bunch of electrical connections in the back right here. I think we have to disconnect them. There's one right here. Just press on the tab, this one, and then this one as well, and then I think it's just those two. So let me do that, and you can see, lucky me, I got some money right there. So at least we'll buy some soda to cool ourselves as it's getting hot. So let me disconnect these wirings and then I'll bring you guys back. So the way this tab comes out, you have to press right there and then it should release, and then the other one you have to press on the tab right there as well. Press on it and then it should come off. So we got this guy out, and then we have to take this duct out, and then it exposes. Don't know if you're able to see, but there is a screw right there. Let's see if we can catch it on camera. there is a screw right there. That's a 15mm bolt. Should be the same with the other side. You can use a long flathead screwdriver to take those, or you can use a 15mm socket with extensions. So once you take those two out, and I believe now you can take these other two 13mm bolts. Once you take these two, there's one here and one on the other side, and those two, and then this whole doghouse will come out. So let me do that, and then I'll bring you guys back. Hello viewers, so I've disconnected or loosened that 15mm screw right there, the same with the other side, and then I've taken off the 13mm bolt, two of them right here, one here and one the other side. So you can take this off, and you can see the labeled left hand side, and the other one the right hand side. So these they lock the dog house. So now we'll go ahead and take this duct out, and once you take this duct out, it comes off just like so. And guess what, we keep finding more money. So this is just the forgotten money. So at least now we got about 60 bucks, so we're not broke anymore. And now that the bolts are out, this thing should move just like so. As you can see, it comes off. So now we need to find a way to take it out. So the reason we're taking this, I want to have access to the top of the engine, because the engine is right here. So let me do that and I'll bring you guys back. Hello viewers, so there's a couple of ways to do the fault finding on this one. So we just go with the easy straightforward way. So I'm going to disconnect this clamp right here and this one, and then we're going to take off this air filter box, and then we'll spray some starting fluid just to eliminate, to see if the engine will start. If it starts and dies, then we know it's a fuel delivery issue, so that we don't go through checking the fuses, the relays, to check the spark and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna do that with the flathead screwdriver. Take this clamp off, this one, take this pipe out, and then we are going to spray some starting fluid. So let me do that, and then I'll bring you guys back. Hello viewers, so you can see the air filter box is out, and the master flow sensor is also out. So now we are going to spray some actually starting fluid just to aid the engine, just to eliminate the issue of spark. So I just use a flathead screwdriver. This is the one I used to take those clamps off. So right now we are going to use some engine starting fluid just to aid the engine. So I'll spray in there just like so. So we'll go try crank the engine, and if the engine starts and then dies, then we know it's the fuel delivery issue. So we'll go ahead and then crank the engine. So you can see the engine started and then died. So definitely that should be a fuel delivery issue. So let's do it one more time. So you can see, let's try it one more time. So I don't know if you can catch this on camera. I sprayed some more, so we'll go ahead. You can see the engine starts then cuts, so definitely that's a fuel delivery issue. So what we're going to do right now is, you can see right now we've taken off the dog house. Right now we are going to see if we have fuel pressure, and we are going to connect our fuel pressure gauge right here. We're going to take off this port, and then we'll use our fuel pressure gauge right there. So it says fuel injection pressure, so we'll check that, and then let me get ready, take off that cap right there, and then connect this bad boy, and then we'll see what's going to happen, to see if we're going to have some fuel pressure. Hello viewers, so you can see I've connected my fuel pressure gauge right there. So what we are going to do is, we are going to turn the key on, and let me find a better way to set this up to see if we're going to build pressure on the gauge. So let me do that, then I'll bring you guys back. Hello viewers, so our fuel injection pressure gauge is connected, like you can see right there. So I'll go ahead and put the key on the on position, so we should see the gauge to go up, but right now it's on the on position, and you can see there's actually nothing going on. So we'll try to crank this engine and see if we're going to have some pressure right there. As you can see, there's literally no pressure being built. So just like I said, it is definitely a fuel delivery issue. So right now, this points to either the fuel pump or maybe the wiring. I just hope it's not the wiring, because these cars, they are old and I don't think they sell the wiring. So right now I'll jack up the vehicle and then I'll see what else is going on at the bottom right there. And if it's a fuel pump, definitely the tank has to come down and then access the fuel pump, because it's in the tank. And these ones, you don't have any access like the Japanese vehicles. That's why I like Japanese vehicles. You take off the back seat and then boom, you're right there on the fuel pump. So for this one, you have to drop the tank down and definitely check the wiring and also see what else is going on. So definitely let me do that, and I hope we do not have a lot of fuel in the tank, because if we have, then it's gonna be a workout. You need all your shoulders or your bicep, triceps, forearm to get the weight of the tank to the ground. So I hope we don't have too much fuel, and we'll see how it goes. So let me go secure the vehicle, jack it up, and then we take it out from there. Hello viewers, so right now I'm under the vehicle. You can see the vehicle is secured with two heavy duty jack stands, one right there and one on the other side, and then still secured by the jack right there. And if you look in the front right there, you can see that rope right there. That's a choke, because we left it in the back. We don't want this car to roll to the front. So right now, this is our fuel tank. If you have a lift, this works better, but if you're doing it on the ground, this is what you get into. So basically, this is the whole fuel tank, and it's a freaking big tank. As you can see, it goes all the way up to this side. So we are going to take off that clamp right there with the flathead screwdriver, get a door panel to take off this wiring from the tank, and then we have 50mm bolts holding the straps. There's one right here, and there's another one right there. And then if you go to the other side, you also have another 15 right there, and then you have another one right there. So this is the wiring I was talking about. So we have the connector right here. So you can only access it better once you drop the tank, I believe. No, actually you can access it right here. All you have to do is press on the tab and then pull this locking clip right here, and then I believe once you do that, you can separate this. So let me look into separating this. We just inspect the wiring and then go from there. Hello viewers, so I just want to point out a few things. So at a certain point we lost audio of some clips. So basically what was happening right there is just what I want to explain. So um, though it is self-explanatory once you're watching the video, but it is silent. But I just want to point out, so at a certain point I was showing how to actually take off the clip from the fuel tank, the one that was holding the electrical wiring, which is this one right here, and then also just a portion where I was disconnecting the fuel lines. And definitely these are the ones that you can see that remained on the pump side, and the ones I was showing is how to disconnect them so that the pump can have some clearance when being dropped. And the other portion is when I was actually just dropping the tank gradually side to side, because I was using a jug, two sets of jugs, and a piece of wood. And then it was just showing how the tank came down, and part of the fuel was spilling because the tank was actually full, and the other portion was cleaning up the top of the tank because it was having some debris around the fuel pump area. So we blew it with the compressor, and definitely you can see it's different. And the other portion was when I was taking the fuel pump out. So definitely that is the piece that we lost audio. So I just want to point out exactly what was going on. So definitely we can fast forward on that portion, and then we'll go from there. Hello viewers, so we got the pump out, and this is the old one. I'm just trying to examine it. So we have to disconnect these lines. We're going to mark them, and if you look at the pump, they are marked. You can see this is the feed line, and this is the return line, and the middle one I believe is the evap line that goes to the charcoal canister. So we're going to disconnect these lines. So let's just take a look at the pump. So if you look closely, you can see like the wires were frayed. You can look right there. I think the wires were fried, because the issue of this pump is even when you top up fuel 1 minute, it will be showing that it's full, the other minute it shows that it is low. So definitely, and then finally you can see I think they were fried, and that's why the pump gave up. So anyways, we got the new one, so we're going to disconnect these lines, we'll mark them, and we got the new one. We got the true grade, and the part number is D5331023. So let's see what we got here. So all right, it looks exactly the same. And then we got the strainer at the bottom. We got our floaty right there. It's not connected, so we have to connect the floaty, as you can see right there. But on top right there, it looks exactly the same. So that's what we got. Let's see what else we got. We got the extra connector if you've got different connections, and then the rubber seal. So I'll go ahead and actually put this pump back on. You can see it's dry inside there, it looks clean. So basically putting the pump back is basically the way you saw me taking it out, or the reverse way of how I took it out. So I'll do that off camera, and then we'll put back everything back together, and then I'll bring you guys back. Hello viewers, so I have an update for you. So there's the paper inside the pump, and you have to read the instructions. Like it says, please read these instructions completely before starting the installation. So what's happening right now is there is a new connector inside there. They are saying it's an upgrade from the OEM one. So we have to, this is the OEM one, so we have to cut this one out and then splice the wires and follow the instructions as explained on the picture right there. So what that tells us is we have to cut off this connector, and then we are going to splice the wires to this new connector. So if you look at the pump itself, the connectors are a little bit different. So you can see this is the same as the one on the old pump, and this is different. You can see the one on the old pump is different. So that's what I'm gonna do, and then I'll bring you guys back once I cut everything and splice them. So let me do that and I'll bring you guys back. So I'll be using these two to splice off these wires and then connect them, and then I'll bring you guys back. Hello viewers, so I have an update for you. You can see the fuel lines have been transferred from the old pump to the new one. You can see they are intact, and then also the locking key for the pump is also switched to the new pump, and our floater is actually connected as well. So right now you can see all the wiring has been spliced and each shrinked. So to splice, I use this just basically from Harbor Freight to splice the old wires that came with the connector, and then to crimp them I use the same tool, and then to shrink them I use this lighter. So basically everything is good, and this pump is good to go inside right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off this old seal, clean up the area good as well. Then we got the new seal, and then I'll put the pump, the reversal of how I took it out. So I'll do that off camera, and then I'll bring you guys back with an update. Hello viewers, so you can see right now we got the pump in, all the wires connected. So right now I'll go ahead and reinstall this fuel tank back together, and then I'll bring you guys back. Hello viewers, so you can see the tank is back on the truck, and it is back on there. So we can see our fuel lines are connected right there. You can see there are 3 of them, but right now you can only see 2 because the tank is all the way up. So let's check the other side. You see if our electric connector is on. You can see our filler neck is connected right there, and our electric connector is on right there. So right now I just put about 2 gallons of gas in this bad boy, which I know is not enough, but it's able to actually give us a test to see if we have fuel pressure, and then if this bad boy can crank. So I'll see you on the other side. Hello viewers, so like I said, we only have about 2 gallons of fuel in this bad boy, which I know is not enough, but we just want to see and verify that we did fix the issue. So right there you can see our fuel gauge is still connected right there. So I'll go ahead and put the keys in the ignition, and then let's try to focus a little bit on the gauge. So you remember yesterday we did not have any fuel pressure. So right now I'm going to turn the key to the on position, and just like that you can see the fuel pressure just went up. We are about between 55 and 60, which is about 55 psi, which is very okay. So you can see right now we have fuel pressure, which is what we needed. Last time when we were doing the diagnosis, we did not have fuel pressure. So right now let's go give it a shot and crank this bad boy and see if we got the issue fixed. So you can see the car is running, but we got that message right there, low fuel. Like I said, this tank is big, so we don't have enough fuel, so we need to top up more fuel, and basically we'll have this bad boy running just like so. So there you are. You can see the message on the dashboard saying low fuel. So let's see if we can actually capture it. There we go, low fuel. So we need to add fuel, and basically this bad boy will be running perfectly fine. Hello viewers, so the GMC Safari is all done. All I need is just more fuel, and basically we should be good. So that's all it takes to do a fuel pump on the 2000 GMC Safari, and I needed to do this job as soon as possible because that's the drive right there. Without that bad boy, then we're going to lose some customers. So that's what it takes to follow those steps. The elimination method of either it's the spark issue or it's the fuel delivery issue. That's how you go about it, and basically that's all it takes. If you're 2 it works better and faster. If you have a lift, even great. So basically, viewers, it's summertime in Arizona. You can see I'm all sweaty. We're talking about 90 Fahrenheit. If you convert those to degrees, we're talking about 37 degrees Celsius. So stay hydrated and make sure your car is in a very good condition, because you don't want to get stuck in the middle of nowhere with these harsh conditions. So viewers, that's all it takes to do a fuel pump on the 2000 GMC Safari. One more time, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe, like, and share for more videos and tips on how to fix your car. And stay blessed, and we'll see you on the next one.